themselves in different ways. Obviously, and this was before things evolved to get to the stage where people made their own choices, because at that time you either had this sort of holiday or you couldn't have one, because there really wasn't the finance to do it from anybody's point of view, and also there were no choices. People were all clubbed together as disabled and they went on holiday together or they didn't. And there wasn't, at the time, there wasn't very much for young people, so over the years we started evolving different services for younger people and much older people, because sometimes this was too much for really elderly people. But the younger people needed a different type of holiday altogether. And then come about 1970, or it was in the 1970s, we decided to do something completely different, which was actually ask people what they wanted. So people could sign up for a group holiday, or they could sign up for an individual holiday where we actually tried to find something suitable individually for them. Or we also did a group holiday, and I've got the photo here somewhere, that one of Spain. And they all went to Spain together. There were about 10 disabled people, and we had about six or seven helpers. A couple of them had actually got their own carers that went with them. Obviously they had to pay for the whole thing, but we subsidised the volunteers that went with them. And it was the first of its kind from here. Also, the year that Disneyland Paris opened up, we organised a trip to Disneyland Paris in the first 3 months that it opened, and we had a coach full of people go to Disney, and they had never seen anything like it and never thought they would, because at the time you didn't get those choices. So all the time we were going back round to people and saying, what's missing, what do you want to do, where would you like to go? And that's when we also started the different trips out on the vehicles that we had, and the two different boroughs as they combined started to work together, because the Barking branch had got 2 or 3 vehicles. The Dagenham Physically Handicapped Association have got 2 or 3 vehicles, but if one broke down they were all in trouble and they never shared anything. And it was bringing those people together that Brian Walker, the chair at the time, he brought everybody together and said, come on, you've got to work together. This first started, his work with that was about 1986, and then they went round and tin shook and raised funding until they actually got this yard. This was an old council rent yard, and they got the YTS people, that was quite a new scheme at the time, to actually build the building under the supervision of the council. And thus this place started, because up until that point everything was run out of somebody's living room or their kitchen. So that evolved. I've also got with me a book of all the different clubs and groups. There are about 100 clubs and groups that actually started between probably about 1955 right through till about 1995, where, because I say at first, everybody, doesn't matter what impairment you had, you were all together, all bunched together, whatever age you are, bunched together. And gradually we said, well, what would you like? They said, well, I'm visually impaired, I'd like more dancing. Oh, well, people in wheelchairs weren't interested in that necessarily. They still could, but not necessarily. So we started a group for VIPs, visually impaired people, so that everything evolved that way. And as the government and council cutbacks happen, what's the problems now? Well, we don't know how to get our benefits, we don't know how to ask for them. So as an organisation we went to trust funders and got money to have welfare benefits advisors. And I came really unstuck, because one of the first things I did, I went round to all these people that went, there were 200 people that went on holidays when I first came. And I went to every single person and said, what is it that's missing? And they all said a welfare benefits advisor, they all said more transport, and they all said choices. So that ended up being the plan of the organisation for the next 5 to 10 years, so that we give people their independence. And really that's basically what we were all about, and everything evolved around that. we started sharing the transport that we had got. We got different types of insurance, so that instead of it just being the same people in the same clubs and groups going on all the outings, we could open it to everybody. So that evolved. So with the holidays, with that, the welfare benefits. Oh yeah, I was interviewed by a newspaper, local newspaper, because the journalist had a call from her mother saying, you know, I'd like to go on one of these holidays and I can't really afford it, what do I do? I went to see her, got her a welfare benefits, and the newspaper editor was so pleased, she put it in the paper.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it was only me here by myself, I didn't have any staff, and I was absolutely inundated with people wanting to have their welfare benefits done. So that's why I got the trust funding, and in fact in the space of about 6 months I ended up with 3 staff. I was got the training myself, but we had 3 staff doing it. And to date, we've brought in, it's quite a lot of money. How many millions is it, Elaine?
Sorry?
How many millions do you think that we've pulled in for benefits over the years?
Ooh, probably about...
100?
It's about 3.5 per annum, and we've been doing it for about 18 years.
Right, so there we go, £3.5 million of benefits per year.